Hello and thanks for tuning into another Monarch Snapshot video. My name is Greg Stilson, and in this video we're going to walk through actually using Keymail to download the Treasure Island eBraille file from our new and updated web browser. So we're here at the main menu, and what we've done is on our website on aph.org, you can go to the Monarch section of that website, and you'll see in the downloads area the first ever eBraille file that can be read on a multi-line Braille device. And so the book we've chosen is Treasure Island, and that has been converted and updated to be a valid eBraille file, complete with a tactile graphic. And so what we're going to do is use the email application, Keymail, to actually activate that link and download that file directly from our web page. So from the main menu, I'm going to go to the email application by pressing E
Keymail.
and enter.
Keymail. Greg Stilson,
And
Treasure Island,
I'm going to go into my inbox here, which I've done, and I'm looking at the first email, which I emailed myself, which is, it says Treasure Island eBraille.
Web view.
And now I'm going to arrow down.
Web view. Please use the below link to download the Treasure Island eBraille file.
And it says, please use the below link to download the file. And I'm going to go to that link, and I can point and click on it, or I can actually put my cursor on it by doing
Monarch
down arrow.
American Printing House.
It says Monarch American Printing House. I'm going to press the Enter key to open this up.
Ecosia.
It's opening our web browser, the Ecosia web browser that's been optimized for multi-line Braille. And at this point, I can do some shortcuts to get here quickly. This is the Monarch web page itself, and I'm going to look for the downloads option.
Skip to main content, link.
By doing a find command, by pressing space with F.
Find in page edit box,
and download was the last thing I searched for, so I'm going to do that now and press Enter key.
Take flight with the Monarch, a multi-line Braille
and it found one occurrence of the word download, but I'm going to press space with N to find the next occurrence.
Manuals and downloads.
Manuals and downloads. I'm going to press Enter to expand that.
Result 2 of 3.
And now I can jump through by heading to quickly navigate to the downloads area.
Manuals.
I don't want manuals, so I'm going to press H again to jump to the next heading. And these are the same functions that you'd find in your typical screen reader. H for heading, T for table.
Downloads, heading 3.
D for, I just hit download. So now what I'm going to do is search for the word treasure really quickly. So by pressing space with F, I'm going to go to the find box.
No results.
And type in treasure and press the Enter key.
Treasure. Treasure Island eBraille preview. eBraille.
Treasure Island eBraille preview, and I'm just going to press the Enter key to download it.
Treasure Island eBraille preview. eBraille. Link. Result 1 of 3. Downloading file. Size.
It says
500.
Downloading file. It's going to give me a second, and that file should download in just a second. They are larger files, eBraille files, because they do contain tactile graphics. They are a little bit larger. I'm going to go back to my main menu. And I'm going to go to the File Manager just to make sure that it downloaded.
Files.
And we should be in the Downloads folder.
Download. Treasure-island.ebraille.zip.
And there it is. Now, one of the unique things about the mobile browser is that it adds a .zip when it doesn't know what the extension should be. And .ebrl is not a familiar extension. So it's real simple. We can rename this file by pressing backspace and R. And remember, any of these keyboard shortcuts that I'm using, you can always find in our context menu by tapping and holding the square button on the front. So I'm going to do that now by pressing backspace with R.
New name edit box. Treasure-island.ebraille.zip.
Saying new name, and I'm going to
rename.
Go to the, I'm going to point and click just after the end of the
Z.
Go after the zip
End
by using the arrow keys, and I'm going to just backspace over the .zip.
P deleted. I deleted. Z deleted. That's 2.
And
5,
remove
6
that.
Deleted.
So now it just ends in .ebrl.
Treasure-island.
And away we go. And from here, it is ready to be read in our Victor Reader application. So I hope you found the use of the email application combined with the web browser an efficient way to access links and things like that. Oftentimes teachers are going to email students a link to a specific, let's say, video or article or things that they're supposed to read. And now with the Monarch version 1.2, they can access those links, open it up in the web browser, and actually consume that same content that their cited peers are consuming at the same time.
Thanks for watching another Snapshot video from your friends here at APH and Humanware.